Muktikopanishad, Shukla Yajurveda. This Upanishad is a dialogue between Lord Rama and his devotee Lord Hanuman. Lord Rama and Hanuman. This Upanishad reveals the Vedas, it branches the number of Upanishads therein and also the effective number of Upanishads in vogue. The main question here is the means for salvation, and Lord Rama he prescribes the repetition of his name and salvation. Salvation is defined as Salokya, his abode, and one attains his Swarupa, being, by leaving the mortal in Kashi, where Lord Shiva initiates him. Lord Rama mentions the names of 108 Upanishads and the essence of them. So, Muktikopanishad. So, and Rama mentions the names of 108 Upanishads and the essence of them. Study of the Upanishads through a competent teacher will destroy sense. In the present example, Lord Rama himself is the teacher and Hanuman is the student. This Upanishad shows the way on how to get a teacher and also indicates the fitness of the student who has the required purity of mind. The means to attain purity of mind are described as spiritual practice of karma, satsanga, pranayama, and upasana. As a force to control the mind, suppression is not recommended, but discrimination alone will help see things as they are. The understanding of limitations and completeness, etc. Emphasis has been placed to watch over the vasanas and restraint of the mind, manas, which will be fruitful. If practiced for a long time, one will attain purity of mind. Lord Rama shows his real Swarupa as the Nirguna Brahman. Lord Rama shows his real Swarupa as the Nirguna Brahman by explaining what the attributes of the attributeless Brahman are. The attributes of the attributeless Brahman are explained. That's the wonderful paradox. The eternal destroyer of samsara, non-dual, supreme, and not affected by any object or quality. This is the Muktikopanishad from the Shukla Yajurvedam, which is a dialogue between Rama and Hanuman. Muktikopanishad. The samvadam between Rama and Hanuman is called Muktikopanishad. Just like Gita is a samvadam between Krishna and Arjuna, Rama and Hanuman, the samvadam is Muktikopanishad. After glorifying the nature of the formless Brahman, Lord Brahman extols his disciple Hanuman and praises him and urges him to recognize these attributes. As I am the birthless, the shining one, all-pervading, pure, etc., and says that this is the divine knowledge of Brahman which has to be understood, grasped through meditation. So, Muktikopanishad, you see, it begins like this. Pradhamodhyaya, Hanuman is addressing Ayodhya Nagare Ramye Ratnamandapa Madhyame Sita Bharata Saumitri Shatrugnadhai Samanvitam Sanakadhair Muni Ganair Vasishtadhai Shukadibhihi Anyer Bhagavatais Stuyamana Maharnisham. Addressing with devotion and obedience, addressing Sri Rama, Lord Hari at the end of his samadhi, who being himself changeless is the witness of thousands of changes of buddhi, and whoever rests in Swarupa Dhyana. Swarupa Dhyana, meditation on reality, while seated under the bejeweled dome of the palace in the lovely city of Ayodhya, in the midst of Sita, Bharata, and Saumitri, Shatrughna, and others, eulogized day and night by Sanaka and other hosts of Munis, as well as Vashishta, Shukra, and other devotees of Vishnu, Hanuman, after praising, asked, O Rama, you are the Paramatma. You are the Paramatma of the nature of Satchidananda. O foremost of the family of Raghu, I make prostrations to you again and again. O Rama, I wish to know for the sake of emancipation your nature as it really is. O Rama, be gracious enough to tell me that by which I shall be easily released from the bondage of mundane existence and by which I shall attain salvation. Rama replied, O mighty armed one, Well as, O mighty armed one, hearken then to the truth uttered by me. I am well established in Vedanta, or the end of Vedas of knowledge. Have you take recourse to Vedanta? So try to understand Vedanta. And Hanuman asks, what are the Vedantas? And Rama replies, through the expiratory breath of myself, the Vedas were generated. So, the outgoing breath of the Lord is the Vedas. Like the oil in the sesame seeds, Vedanta is well established or latent in the Vedas. Here Rama says, he gives a description of the Vedas and all the different branches. Additionally, some important points is, Rama says if one dies in Kashi, he attains the Taraka mantra. Kashyam tu Brahmanale, Brahmanale, Brahmanalesmin Mruto, Brahmanale, that means the street, Lotus Street. Actually, it means Kasi, Brahmanala in Kasi. Kashyam tu Brahmanalesmin Mruto, Mattara, Mattara Mapnuyat. Such a person attains salvation without any rebirth. Wherever he may die in Kashi, Maheshwara, Shiva, initiates him by whispering my Taraka mantra into his right ear. Such a person freed from all sins attains my Swarupa. It is this that is termed Sarupya salvation. The twice born, who is of virtuous conduct and who, without diverting his intelligence on any other, meditates upon me, the All Atma, and attains Samipya, nearness to me. So this is the Salokya, Sarupya, Samipya salvation. And the twice born who, according to the path opened by the teacher, meditates upon my immutable reality, attains the Sayujya, absorption into me, like the caterpillar into the wasp. This is the Sayujya salvation, which is productive of Brahmic bliss and auspiciousness. Thus, these kinds of salvation arise from through the upasana of Rama. Rama gives the names of 108 Upanishads in this. Here Rama says the science of the 108 Upanishads taught by me is an occult one and will free persons from bondage, whether they read them with or without knowledge. To gratify the desire of a supplicant, a kingdom may be given or wealth, but never shall the 108 Upanishads be imparted to an atheist, an ungrateful person, or one intent on vicious actions, one having no devotion towards me, or one who loses his path in the cave of books. On no account shall they be given to one devoid of devotion. So it is like this. Jnanato vapi patatam bandhamochakam rajyam deyam dhanam deyam yachatah kamapuranam idamashtottara shatam na deyam yasya kasyachit nastikaya कृतज्ञाय दुराचार रताय वै मद्भक्ति विमुखायापि शास्त्रगतेर्षु मुह्यते गुरु भक्ति विहीनाय दातव्यम न कदाचन. This is similar to the statement in Bhagavad Gita. Lord Krishna says, Idante na tapaskaya na bhaktaya kadachana nacha shushrusha vacham nacha me abhyasuyaka. So this is not to be taught to one who doesn't have the required austerity or who is a fault finder, and so it is amounting to casting pearls before swine. Rama declares that there are two types of vasanas, the pure and the impure. If you are led by the pure vasanas, you will soon reach by degrees my seat. But the old impure vasanas will land you in danger. They should be overcome through efforts. This river of vasanas towards objects which flows in the pure and impure paths, should be diverted to the pure path through human efforts. The impure ones have to be transmuted into the pure. That which is diverted from the impure turns towards the pure. So also the reverse. This child chitta has to be fondled through human efforts. This samsarika vasana that has arisen through the practice of many thousands of lives never perishes except through the practice of yoga for a long time. The mind associated with vasana tends to bondage, while a mind well freed from vasana is said to be an emancipated one. The manas is the root of the tree of samsara, with its thousands of shoots, branches, tender leaves, and fruits. Vasanas are prancing about in the heart like the betala, goblin, in the night time. Just as a vicious elephant in rut is not subject to control except through the goad, so in the matter of the control of the mind, the effective means are the attainment of spiritual knowledge, association with the wise, satsanga, the entire abdication of all vasanas, and the control of pranas. But these means are prescribed. But if you try to control the mind through violence, these people are like those that are searching in darkness, having thrown aside the light. Those who endeavor to control the mind through force are but trying to bind a mad elephant with the filaments of a lotus stalk. The clinging to objects without previous or subsequent deliberation through intense longing is called vasana. Drudha bhavanaya, bhavanaya, tyakta purva parivicharanam, yadadanam padarthasya vasanasa prakirtita. The clinging to objects without any previous or subsequent deliberation through intense longing is called vasana. The impure vasanas are the cause of rebirth, while the pure vasanas are the destroyers of it. One who, after having studied all the Vedas and the various books, does not recognize the reality of Brahman is like the ladle, the garita armata, the ladle, ignorant of the taste of the item of food. Adhitya chaturo vedan sarvashastran anekashah. Adhitya chaturo vedan sarvashastran anekashah. Brahmatattvam na janati darvi pakarasam yadha. Brahmatattvam na janati darvi pakarasam yadha. Read all the books and Vedas, but having not recognized the reality of Brahman, such a person is like the ladle which is ignorant of the taste of the item of food. This body is very impure, while the Atma is very pure. This body is very impure, while the Atma is very pure. So, Rama says, Atyanta malino deho, dehi chatyanta nirmalaha. Dehi, that is the Atma. Dehi cha atyanta nirmalaha, without any impurity. So, atyanta malino deho, the body is impure, while the Atma is pure. Atyanta malino deho, dehi cha atyanta nirmalaha.